Traveling with a firearm to an IDPA match can be stressful. Or is it? Join us as we break it down for you. Welcome to Season 2 of Can We Chat? This podcast was made possible by our sponsors, FT3, Orange County's premier indoor shooting range, and Pinnacle Firearms Training, CCW, Fundamentals, and Advanced Gun Handling. Live defensively minded. What is going on? My name is Paul G., Chief Safety Officer for the IDPA. This channel will help you clarify IDPA rules, shooting techniques, and inform you of the newest gear and what's going on in the shooting community. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Joining me today is my dear friend as well as teammate, Ian Abbott. Very nice to talk to you once again.
Thank you. Yeah.
We are here in Michigan,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we are going to shoot a couple of crazy things. USPSA tomorrow, and then IDPA, the Who's Your Daddy, right? 2025. You excited for that? Or
I am. We walked the stage today, drove there, looked at it, and it's very, I think I said to you, like, this is what we've walked around and looked at. It's very basic, very simple. For the ones where I've traveled, for the three, I've only done Washington,
right?
West End, and then this one. This is probably going to be my favorite one just by looking at it.
What makes it your favorite?
It's just simple. It looks to me just right now the stages look very simple. There's a lot of movement. I was walking it with Scott and Ben, and they would give me tips of, like, you know, on these ones you want to try to keep on moving,
right?
Count your round counts, do your reload, keep on running around. I think I've always thought running around would be more fun.
Yeah.
But I think we'll find out.
And is it?
I don't know. I think we'll find out on Sunday. But the West End, to be honest, the energy for me, that's probably still the best.
You said this beginning. Well, clarify.
So the energy, there was a lot of speakings guys there.
Okay.
A lot of teammates. People from my local club was there. Camping was involved, which I love camping, shooting. I mean, it was just a combination of everything.
So the Airbnb, you'd rather do that, or would you rather do?
No,
really?
No. I will be doing. I got to run it by my wife.
Okay.
But I would like to take a whole, like, maybe 7 days.
Okay.
Off, or, you know,
right.
Get there, set up camp, like the day beforehand. Then the next day you can just relax, chill, do what you have to do.
Yeah.
Then I will work it on Saturday, Sunday, and then come home maybe Monday or Tuesday or something like that. Just something where you can just enjoy. I don't know, words can't really explain it, but I just had a blast. It was just fantastic. I had a great time.
Right.
I brought home some wood, which was fantastic.
And you know what? I couldn't be more prouder.
And to be honest, I didn't think I was going to get it because we shot for 2 days.
You were solid.
Well, the first day it sucked. I thought I sucked. And then the reason I figured out why I sucked, because I was trying to become too smart. I was overthinking it. I'm like, this person's doing that. I'm going to try that technique. Right. And I discovered, like, when I did that, I was overthinking things. I wasn't who I was supposed to be shooting. And then on the following day, on Sunday, I think it was, or whatever day it was, I can't remember. I think it was Monday. Anyway, I'm way off my days. Yeah. I just shot. I just thought in my mind, this just is a normal local match, and I shot it. And I noticed my times were better.
The Viking actually sat and said, Ian's like on fire. And I said, well, don't say anything to him. Just let him shoot. You know, we just kind of gave you your space and let you do your thing, and man, you killed it.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations to that. Well, I mean, how does that make you feel now that you got a match bump?
I got a match bump. Yep.
So
so it was funny though. You guys, I think it was I was doing something. I think I was at my son's baseball game or something like that, and the text chain went crazy. Like, everyone's texting each other, blah blah blah, going on, and I got like 100 messages, and I quickly looked at it, scrolled through it, and I'm like, wait, what's going on here? I'm like, is that trophy mine? And someone's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, that's fantastic. And then I found out Cynthia the next day won as well.
She sure did.
And she got a match bump. And me and her been bumping heads for probably for the last 3 months.
You know,
and we're going at it. And I'm
every
like,
time I see you two, I decide to put on like a striped shirt and a whistle and try to get in between the both of you guys.
It's fantastic. But she got a match bump and she got some wood as well.
She did.
And it's fantastic. I know she's trying to improve herself. She's trying to get down and getting some practice in, doing courses and all that. So to be honest, I'm a little bit afraid of her. Hopefully yeah, because I think if, like, I've watched her and I'm like, has she reloaded? I didn't see her reload. And then I'm like, well, she had to somewhere because her reloads are so quick.
You noticed that as well?
Yes.
That was the first thing that I noticed. I've been videoing her a little bit more often, and I sat there and went, was that a reload?
Yeah, she is. If you swear to God, if you blink, you miss it.
She is putting in the time, is what that means.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Now she's going to go and practice on the weekdays.
Yeah.
And doing courses.
Yeah.
She got reloading down. She just needs to get a little bit more speed and accuracy, and she will leave me behind.
This is actually just between you and I, but she actually started asking me a lot of questions about sheepdog.
Interesting. Wow.
And you're gonna let her do that?
Well,
by herself?
This might have to be another conversation off camera.
Well said.
So,
well, that's too bad. Well, think about it.
We got a guy over there.
Oh, sorry.
Should we let him walk past?
Scotty, you gonna walk by us?
I can.
Okay, come on.
Okay.
That's our video technician, Scotty Meyer.
slash driver.
Thank you for. So the reason why I wanted to sit you down was that this was actually the first time you actually carried your gun, right? Traveled with your gun.
Sure. On the flight, yes.
Yeah, so I wanted to actually sit you down and ask you your experiences on traveling with a firearm. And I thought this would be a perfect subject to talk about. What do you think? You up for that?
Yeah. Definitely.
So we went from LAX, so we had to fly into Indianapolis, right?
Mm-hmm.
We did American Airlines, which thank you very much, American Airlines. They did. I was very comfortable with what went on. Tell me, how did you prepare to travel with a firearm?
So, to be honest, I didn't really prepare that much. I had all the hard cases at home.
Yeah.
So I basically, well, the way I did, I put it in a lockbox, took a picture and sent it to you, said, will this pass? You said yes. I'm like, okay, then, well, Paul agrees with that. I'm comfortable.
Right.
Got to the airport and I had no idea what I was doing. I was like walking around in circles type of thing. And then the camera technician guy who just walked by, he goes, guys, what are you doing? You have to declare yourself. And that's when...
So what does declaring mean?
So you have to go to a lady who stands there.
Okay.
And you basically say to her, hey, I'm checking in, but I'm carrying firearms.
Okay.
So she takes you to the front desk or tells you to line up over there. And then when you go to check in or get your boarding pass, you got to let them know.
Right.
So you went first, looked fine. And then she goes, on my box, I had two holes where you have to put padlocks on.
Yes, one on each side, right?
Correct.
So mine is right in the middle.
Okay.
Right. So that's why I only have one lock.
Okay.
And that's the only reason why I have one lock. But you have holes on both sides.
Correct.
Right. So in that particular case, they require.
They required two locks.
Okay.
And I looked at her and smiled. And then when she went to do something else, I just closed my suitcase.
Right.
And hopefully I was going to get by. But I did have a moment then thinking, if this doesn't go well,
yeah,
what are we going to do?
And really, that's what you were thinking through the whole thing.
When she said that,
right.
I'm like, if she comes back and starts really hammering this subject or this problem, what am I going to do?
Okay.
So I just closed the suitcase and I'm thinking, well, I'll wait
Okay.
and see what happens. And she didn't bring anything up. But I did notice when we got to the hotel later that night,
Yes.
I had a nice little note in my bag from TSA.
And what did it say?
It said we had to check through your bag to make sure it was up to code.
Yes.
Gives you a little bit of a rundown, like we are looking to make sure everything's up to par.
Right.
And then then further down the line says, if TSA has to break a lock, it's because they have to check everything, like if you locked up your bag, type of thing. Apart from that was it. I didn't get in trouble, I don't think,
Right.
or anything like that.
So the rules are federally, we have to lock our box.
Right.
Period. And
But there was one lock on it.
so you need actually two.
So
Which I had a plan B for you as well. I could have just took off my lock and just gave it to you because I have two locks already on both sides.
Okay.
So I didn't need a third lock, but I have a third lock just because I don't need TSA to be looking through my stuff because by law, federal law, right, I have to lock that box, which I did. In your particular case, I was just watching, making sure you're okay. Scotty was doing the same.
Yeah.
And you were working with a net.
Yeah, so if you guys weren't there, I think I've been sweating a little bit more. I don't know, a little bit more confused or a little bit more anxious when I've got there. But I mean, like at the end of the day, I guess you just do read online.
Okay.
I mean, I did a little bit of research. It just basically said lock case, declare yourself.
Unless you actually go through it.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't know.
you don't know it. It is an easy process.
Okay.
It really is. Like, if you guys weren't there and I went the same way I went, there would be no problem.
Yeah, but you would just got a slap on the wrist saying,
Yeah, probably.
do we have to go to Home Depot and get you another lock, or what do we got to do?
I don't know. We can. We got some time while we're here, I
Okay.
think. So, yeah. So, we got to a point A to point B and...
But you weren't like really nervous about the whole
No,
thing, right?
no.
Okay, you always felt confident that.
The only reason I felt 100% confident for two reasons. One, I don't think I broke the law. I had the slide lock open,
Right.
and I had a cable wrapped around through the magazine, and that was locked.
Oh, okay. So
Had
you were already locked in the box.
I was locked in the box. Right. There was no ammunition. The box was a hard case with a padlock on it.
Right.
The worst case scenario was I wasn't flying that day. At least I wasn't going to jail.
Okay.
That's why I was looking at it.
Well, you were traveling with Scott.
Right.
So.
But that's the reason why I wasn't sweating
Okay.
too much. If I was by myself,
Right.
there would have been a little bit more. But as I said, like Scott really did help me through process. Like you were first, he was telling me, hey, there's an umbrella for the way you travel it, and each airline has its own little protocols, but this is basically the protocol you have to follow.
Yeah.
They might have it a little bit different. It might go instead of doing A, B, and C, they might go A, D, F or something like that. But this is the way you're supposed to travel.
So they looked at your box. They actually had you open it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They actually did an inspection of it, right?
Correct.
Which I'm not used to. Usually, I'm used to them just opening the box. They throw the slip in because they ask specific questions. Do you remember what the questions were?
No.
Was your firearm loaded?
Oh, okay. So yes, are you carrying any ammunition?
Yes.
Are your magazines loaded?
There you go.
And is your firearm loaded?
And you said
no to all three.
so. Then she signed the slip, and that's the slip that they usually put inside of it. But in this particular case, American Airlines actually slapped it on the top, right?
Okay. Yes. Yeah. They stuck it to the top with your baggage claim ticket.
Right. And
So
then you threw it back into your luggage and you locked everything back up.
Then I closed my suitcase, locked up my suitcase, and said goodbye to it, and that was it.
And you didn't see it until you landed.
Nope, and I didn't think about it after that because I thought everything was fantastic.
Right. And then there was a brief pause. I think, well, it was my opinion that we waited a little longer than usual, and that made me a little nervous. I don't know.
Oh, at the airport?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is the reason why I don't like checking luggages anyway. because you always wait for baggage claim.
Yeah.
And you can be there for like 10, 15 minutes. But I think, we were there for nearly an hour maybe.
You know, usually, I've taken United and so forth, and they actually just drop it on the carousel with everybody else, general public, right?
Oh, okay.
And I sit there and I just watch my suitcase come down. Whoa. So I grab it and I move. But in this particular case, they escorted our stuff out.
That's right, they did.
Yeah. And they walked it out there. So, which is better, right?
Yeah.
There's no chance of it getting up and walking away by itself.
Correct.
So, I mean, in your particular, your own words, so was it nerve-wracking for you, or was it pretty much status quo? Or
No, I mean,
what do you think?
I was traveling with you guys.
You can't. Well,
No,
aside from
okay. So if I was traveling by myself, you know, if you have that little hiccup at the start and then off you go suitcase, and then I would have gone to the American Lounge and sat down and got some food and got some drinks and just sat there. I think it would have started, my mind would have started to go.
Yeah.
But I was traveling with you, with Scott and you. We went to get breakfast. We shot the shit, you know, just talked about life, about the match, all that type of thing. So it wasn't in my mind at all.
Good.
But if I was by myself, yes, I can see how people can be very nervous for their first time.
Right.
But like, once I saw my suitcase go, I think my next step was, let's get through security. Scott disappeared. I think he had to get the rubber glove out or something like that. We didn't see him for a while. So we went off and start to drink and get breakfast. And a couple of hours later, he showed up. He was walking funny, but he showed up.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Well, I was worried about the whole thing. I sat there, I'm like, oh man, I have no idea what the hell's going on. First of all, I didn't know where Scotty was.
Yes, it was gone.
I didn't know what was going to go happen with your stuff, so I just sat you down and put a drink in front of you and let you go to town on that while I waited for Scotty, and it was just like trying to herd cats with you two.
It was, yeah. Scotty walked all the way to our gate, and then he came back and said, "It's a track. You need to take a packed lunch with you guys." We didn't really pay much attention to him, and then when we walked to the gate, we're like, "Oh, this makes sense."
It was far.
It was, because they got construction going on.
Yeah, but Scotty actually walked all
the way there,
to our gate.
All the way back.
What are you doing? I was like, the first bar. Go stop at the first bar. He goes, I did.
I know. He's looking around for us. But he didn't. He went straight instead of left.
Oh, Jesus. So, any particular procedures that you do when you travel with your firearm, like when you're at your destination, like in the rental car, and any problems with the rental car?
No.
Any specific tasks you have to do or procedures? Anything different? Or
so, I mean, I've traveled before I've ever shot or done any traveling for matches.
Yeah.
I've traveled sometimes with my firearm in the car, because like I'm going to like Arizona or Big Bear or something like that.
Right.
When I travel, I don't carry in a hard case. I carry it in the same case where I take to my local match.
Okay.
And that's padlocked in there.
So it's all locked down.
It's all locked down.
And secured. So
it's all secured.
Okay.
I don't have magazines in there, but I have magazines are close by. If the shit hits the fan.
God forbid that happens, but if it does.
And then like when I'm traveling, get to the other place at the hotel, when we're driving with the family and all that stuff, then I just take that, put it in my suitcase, get to the room.
Okay.
And it just stays in that bag.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
You're pretty confident with it in the hotel room, or is there specific hotels that you rather
so we mostly
patronage, or?
We mostly stay at the Hyatt. No, sorry, I lied. Not the Hyatt. That's where we are now. We stay at the Marriott.
Okay.
90% of the time. Or we stay at like Airbnbs type of thing.
Okay.
And
you're comfortable with both of those?
I mean, you're comfortable to the best you can be. Like,
okay,
something could happen.
Of course.
Right?
Right.
But it's always locked up. It's always in my suitcase, like buried under stuff.
Locked up twice in your particular case because you locked the gun up.
Well, when I'm at the
separately.
hotel,
Yes.
I don't lock my suitcase. I just close the lid,
Okay.
keep my clothes in there, type of thing, and it's locked up in not a hard case, like a soft case, what you can just type of thing.
Okay.
And I mean, to be honest, I don't really think about that stuff because I always think, the
Right.
places I'm going should be safe and all this type of thing.
Right.
You can't really live in fear, like if this is going to happen, if that's going to happen. So I've done that. I've traveled before. On this trip, it's just stayed in my suitcase all locked up, type
Okay.
of thing. I think tomorrow we're staying at an Airbnb for 2 nights.
We're going to shoot USPSA tomorrow.
Yep. But then
Well,
we're on the move after that.
Yes, and then
So we're
after
taking
that,
all our
we're
stuff.
going back to where we were earlier today.
Correct.
Yeah, and then we're going to be closer to the IDPA range.
Mm-hmm.
So, so let me play devil's advocate. What happens if, by some crazy reason, we were targeted and your shit got taken? What would you do then?
I was with you guys.
Yeah.
I'll probably let you guys lead the way and I'll just follow. And then I'd be like, oh, okay, if that's the way they're going to go, they want to turn left, I'll follow them.
Yeah.
If I was by myself, I don't know. I think I'll go, like, if I'm at the hotel by myself.
Yeah.
I'll go down to reception and say, hey, I need to speak to security.
Yes, that's a good
or
start. Yep.
I need to see someone who can get the video cameras, and I also need your manager right now. I won't explain to the clerk what's going on. I would just say I need your manager or security before I start telling them what's going on. Once I've engaged with their conversation, I will see what their response is. If it's something I don't feel comfortable,
Right.
then I'll be on the phone straight away with the local police department.
Which that's exactly what will happen.
I'd be like, hey, I'm staying. If I call the local police department, like, hey, I'm staying here.
Right.
I've explained to the security guard what's going on. I don't feel they give me the right answers. They're not, they haven't got their shit organized into one sock.
Yep.
I need you guys to be down here to coordinate this for me.
Right. And I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
No matter what hotel you're at. But unfortunately, these things happen. But unfortunately, we don't want it to happen to you. But I was just looking into this stuff. Local fire or local police department or law enforcement is the first contact.
Yeah.
After that, if in fact you're an FFL, you have to actually call or contact ATF and let them know.
Oh, okay.
But most of us aren't FFL, so we don't have to worry about that extra part. But then that moves on to your insurance company, and hopefully they'll help you out and so forth.
Right.
But hopefully that will be taken care of. But that's far on, and I just wanted to know, to let everybody, our subscribers, know exactly the direction they would go, and that would be.
I mean, that's what I would do. I mean, I don't know if it's the right way, but yeah, even if the security guard at the hotel, like, we're on top of it, we'll get video cameras going, give us like 45 minutes, and we'll get back to you. I'll still call the local police department,
Right.
because honestly, I've done everything I can to protect my firearm by law.
Right.
What would make me sleep better at night, knowing that I've done everything I can to try to get that firearm back. Now, if I never get it back, at least I've done everything I can.
Yes.
I would know that way on my conscience more than anything.
Okay.
If my firearm was forever like crazy, something happens, I've done everything I can to protect my reputation.
Right.
And try and get that gun off the street.
Yeah. So if you were scheduled to shoot a match and so forth,
to be honest, that won't be on the playing cards. So
okay.
As I said, like, for me to sleep that night, is knowing that people are out there looking for that firearm.
Yes.
Or
I would have to agree.
That won't ever be that won't
yeah.
ever be on the back of my mind. Even if
Absolutely.
I was with you guys, and my shit got stolen, you guys did, and you're like, oh, we're off to shoot. I'd be like, well, see you, peace. Like, I'm staying here to make sure everything's.
You know,
organized.
if it was just your stuff and my stuff I wouldn't even know if I could compete in the match. I would
Yeah.
just, I think the trip would be pretty much over after that.
Yeah, just to make sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, well, thank
Because-
you very
yeah,
much for.
I mean, I've just got a conscience. I just want to make sure that I do things right, and if I make a mistake, then I'm going to correct it, and other people can sleep safely at night.
Well said.
So that's all it is.
Yeah, well said. So you have the upcoming match coming up. Where's your mind? Are you ready to do this, or are you still trying to wind down? Are you in jet lag from
No.
flying from Los
No,
Angeles
I've
to
been-
Michigan? Or
Okay, so this trip, to be honest, is probably one of the easiest trip ever.
what?
Once again, I gotta say a big thank you to Scott.
Yeah.
He's has been driving us. He's been kind of babysitting us.
He's our Uber.
He is. He really is. Like,
He's our snoober.
okay, right. So we got to the airport, and then we got our stuff, and he's like, "Follow me." We have to go and get the rental car. We're like, "All right." So then
He
we
is,
yeah.
yeah.
Then we stood
Right?
in the corner, and he's like, "Follow me," and picked up the car, and then he's like, "All right." Typed in the destination on his GPS, and he drove. I think you napped. We get to the.
Well, I have to. I get
And
car sick.
That's all right. And then we get to the
You know what? I
destination.
should have medicated, but I just like.
Then we get to the restaurant, and
Yeah.
we drunk, and he drank his water or some type of girly
all
drink.
you have to do is just take care of him.
Yeah.
He'll take
And
care
then he
of
drove
you.
again, and then like today, so we got up early this morning,
Right.
drove and looked out the stages for
Yeah.
Sunday's match,
Yeah.
and then we left there to come here to the hotel we're staying at, and I think like 30 minutes in the road, I'm asleep, and then I woke up and I looked at the GPS. I'm like, fantastic! I've got 10 minutes to go. He drives past the hotel. I'm like, hey, bitch, where you going? So he turns around, drops me off, and then goes and gets fuel.
Because he had to get fuel.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. This trip is one of the easiest trips because of Scott.
Well,
So, to answer your question in a long version,
Okay.
go to a short version.
because that was very long.
It was.
Okay.
We're shooting tomorrow. Tomorrow is just shits and giggles for me.
Okay.
I'm just going to have fun.
Because you never shot a USPSA match.
No.
Okay.
I'm only there just to have fun.
You're going to warm up.
If it gets too hot or if I'm not having fun, I'm going to say,
Right.
hey, Paul, I'm not having fun.
Yeah.
And we'll mean you can go on the sideline and see what we want to do, if we want to go back or whatever. On Sunday, Who's Your Daddy? Scott was actually walking me, I think, 3 stages. And he was getting like, hey, you really want to try this? You really want to try that?
Did you see how serious he was?
Yeah,
He is a wealth of knowledge.
he is. So
Yeah.
there was one stage that I think it was like stage 10, him and Ben were telling me what to do. And I really didn't understand it, type
Okay.
of thing. And I'm like, just, do this and this. And then I pulled you aside. I'm like, hey, them saying doing this and this.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I spoke to you because you're like, hey, them trying to get you to move, to
Right.
keep on moving.
Right.
And as soon as you said that, the 3 stages, what Scott was telling me about, everything just lined up.
Did it make sense?
It made complete sense.
Yeah.
So I really feel confident on shooting on Sunday.
Right.
I really do.
I can see that.
I walked the matches with you and Scott and looked
Yeah.
at the paperwork. We saw the staff shooting. I think we've got a good team between the 3 of us and Ben in our squad.
Yeah.
It's Ben Watson, right?
So you have a wealth of knowledge. You have a match director in Ben, right? And you have Scott Meyer, who's a carry optics, actually a bug master,
Okay.
right? So he's a master shooter in himself, right? On top of that, he's one of the SOs, right? So CSOs. So wealth of knowledge going around you. So you're just surrounded by this
So,
stuff.
and I think that's the reason why this match is going to be. I think right now I feel very confident and very excited for this match, and I don't think I felt like this before. I think it's
that's
just
all we asked.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna
Okay,
be,
so
it's gonna
now I
be
can go
exciting.
back to busting Scott's ass.
Yeah, not too much though, because we still need him to drive.
Well, good luck to you on the Who's Your Daddy.
Thank you.
That's going to be in Sturgis. Michigan. So we are currently in Lansing. Tomorrow we're going to shoot a USPSA match in Lansing. It is warm. It is hot. It is humid. I don't know how far I'm going to go tomorrow, but I'm going to go as far as I can.
Well, we have to rehydrate.
Yeah, we have to rehydrate, and you are doing an amazing job. Thank you very much for that. So, with that said, I think we're all set, ready to go. Thank you very much for sharing your input. I didn't know how you felt as far as traveling with a firearm, but now I know.
Yeah. Okay, so summarize everything. By myself, I would be nervous because I think I'll be overthinking things.
Right.
Honestly, it's not that hard. It's you quickly look online, see what you need to do, go to the airport, declare yourself.
Yes.
The airport have done it over, I'm assuming, millions of times, type of thing.
Well, they have, but
but you haven't, right?
The agent or
the agent,
representative might be new, which she was.
Right. But it's not that scary. You might think it is, but if you've done everything on your end as best as you can, and you declare yourself, it shouldn't be that scary. I can see how first timers it can be.
Right.
As if I was by myself, it would be, but I had used you guys. So once my bag left, I didn't worry about it.
Well said.
And then traveling with it from point A to point B in hotels and all that stuff, I don't think there's a problem with that. Like,
just be a little more vigilant, right?
Correct. You know, you don't go parking your car in the back alley and go to a bar.
The usual stuff.
Yeah, you just be smart about it.
Sure.
You get to your hotel room, get your luggage inside, and then go for dinner or something like that.
So my question is, would you do this again?
Yes. Yeah. I got Ben Watson trying to get me to do sheepdog.
Yes. Unfortunately, you're going to get a lot of pressure, and that's not going to end.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest problem is family. It's coming around Christmas time.
I completely understand.
If I get a thumbs up on that,
yeah,
I might do it. I might not. But to be honest, this will probably be, for this year, be my last trip traveling. I would like to do 5 dogs in September.
Yes.
That's just down the road type of thing
I
from us.
I hope you can make that. September, which is the month of my birthday. So
it's the month of mine.
Oh
yeah.
We're not going to be doing it sober, are we?
We will be, because the week. So anyway, just randomly out there, the week beforehand is my birthday.
Yes.
Save the date for the 20th.
And I keep on hearing that.
Yeah, we got more information. My wife just texted me actually today, so off air we can talk about it.
Oh, what's wrong with on air?
Because I don't know who's out there.
Okay. Because you have a lot of friends.
I do.
It would turn into a mob.
Could be.
How fun would that be?
You get a lot of gate crashes. The police will show up. It'll be something to remember.
Okay.
You go.
All right.
You go. Oh, remember back in 2024.
Okay. A special shout out to our channel membership. This is your support. Busy at work. Please consider being a part of our shooting community, building relationships around safe gun practice and IDPA competition. My name is Paul G, and this is
Ian Abbott.
Please be safe, and we shall see you on the range.
Thank you.
Like, share, subscribe.